guys, Swisher Homestead here. Another beautiful day. Very windy. It's supposed to have up to 40-mile-an-hour winds today. Whew, and it's cold. It's about 34 out right now. So what we're going to go over today is we're going to go over our pump house. If you haven't seen a previous video, Amy will put a link up here. We had built a pump house to stop our totes from freezing. One of the totes froze. We had a busted ball valve. That tote went down, but of course that tote was outside and not put inside a sheltered area. Now we do have a sheltered area now that you can go see us on the build for that. We have what we call an Insta-Hot Tank, which provides constant hot water through LP, which is propane gas, for our pump house. Now that tank is set up so that it vents and we don't have no problems with major freezing issues. The other day I went out, I turned on, got ready to take a shower, and found out that the Insta-Hot Tank was not working. Now, what do? Old school, sponge bath it for the time being until you can figure out what's wrong. So I came out here this morning, tore it apart, found out that there is a very, very small pinhole right by where the weld's at. I could try to fix it, but I really don't like messing with things like that. So I contacted the company that we got it from. And the company we got it from was Gasland. Of course, it's taken apart now because they requested that I take it apart and take pictures of it. Amy will post a few pictures on our YouTube right here on the video of where the leak was coming from, and you guys will get to see that. So, called Gasland. Somebody got back in touch with me right away, which was phenomenal customer service. Got to talking to them, took it apart. They sent me a video on how to take it apart. Take it apart. Yeah, if you can't take one of those apart, there's something wrong with you, because it's basically two knobs and the whole thing comes apart. It makes no sense, but that's how easy it comes apart. So we took it apart to find out where the leak was, hooked it up, pressurized it, tested it. We had a pinhole in it. Sent them the photos. The customer service replied back to me that they would contact me about warrantying what was wrong with it. Now, they will not warranty it if it's freeze. So if you leave this thing out in the cold and it freezes, that's your fault. That's not their fault. That's your fault. But this is kept pretty much inside now, and I was really shocked because I thought maybe it had froze, but it didn't freeze. It was a pinhole in it. But the nice thing about Gasland is they're going to take care of it. They are shipping us a brand new one now, and I don't know if you guys have ever seen the inside of one, and I'm going to show you. So this is a Gasland unit that we got. We got it back in April. We used it all summer. It works great, guys. It has a few flaws in it, a few things I don't like about it, but they're minor issues, you know, it's nothing. And this is the basic setup on the interiors of it, right? So you got your inlet water, your gas hookup, and then your outlet. All right, so the one thing I don't like about it is the outlet. The outlet, you have to go buy a special brass fitting for it to hook it up if you're going to hook it up to a solid base water source. Now, if you're just going to hook it up to a hose with a pump and just pump it through, that's fine. It'll work for you, no big deal. Another thing that I didn't like about it was the adjustments for it. It took us a while to figure out these adjustments, but we got the adjustments figured out. And I'm going to pick this up. This is just the shell of it. And if you guys have one of these and you're having a problem getting hot water, a lot of hot water, here's the issue, okay? So as you turn this down, right, you lose your water pressure. That's the inlet, lets less water get over to the hot, which makes it a lot hotter because the water stays there a little bit longer. The more you turn this towards the double right there, the double, you'll get more pressure for more water. So it means the water won't be as hot. So just remember that if you get one of these. It took us a little while to figure it out. Of course, probably should have read the directions, but I didn't. I think I hear now. I thought I was hearing the military gonna do a flyover, but they're not gonna do one. So anyways, so we had an issue with this. We had the pinhole. The pinhole, believe it or not, is right in the back, right there. I don't know if you can't see it right there. And we had it leaking when we first got it, but you know what? I looked at it and said, look, it's Insta-Hot Tank. It's outside, it's outdoors thing. If it's got a leak, it's got a leak. That's fine, no big deal. And I'm talking about a small, tiny little drip. Nothing that was constant. But what I figured out is that the pinhole that was up there, that's where we were getting our drip from. So when it got welded, apparently there was, I don't know if they didn't pressure check it or what. They probably did. I don't know. But it's not their fault. I mean, accidents happen, and that's part of life. You know, nothing's perfect in this world. But, so we contacted them, right? Went through a long thing. I gave them photos, I gave them my receipts, I gave them everything. And that's another plus. When you guys order from Amazon, if you're out there and you're listening to me, you guys are awesome. Because you keep the receipt on file, so I don't have to dig through my files to try to find a receipt for the thing. Just go to Amazon, go to recent purchases, and boom, there it comes. There's your receipt. Take a screenshot of it, send it over, and you're good. You handled. But this thing has worked really, really well for almost a year that we've had it now. I really don't have anything bad to say about it, besides that one issue we had. Now, they're honoring it because it's a defect on its part, not because it was frozen. Now, if it freezes, they aren't going to cover it. I'm telling you right now, because it's your own stupidity that caused it when you should have just make sure it's drained out. It states right on there when you look at it that make sure that when you're done using this, regardless, you drain it well. And make sure it's drained, because if you leave the pressure on there and the water on there, it's not going to drain well, and you're going to end up having it freeze on you. We don't want that. So luckily it didn't freeze on us. It was a pinhole in it. That's what caused it. I have had a thermostat in that pump house now for about 2 months, and the lowest it's gotten in there, and that's when it was, I mean, it was pretty cold out here, was about 40 degrees in there. So that's pretty good, 40 degrees. And I haven't insulated it yet either, so that tells you. We also haven't had any cold days. We have some cold days coming up this coming up week. We're supposed to get into 17, 18 degree here in Middle Tennessee. That's pretty crazy. They say it hasn't been that cold in 3 years. Well, looks like we're gonna get a couple of days like that. Not what we thought. So, long story short, the review on this is, if you guys are gonna get one, go ahead and get one. Just remember to drain it and keep it drained so it doesn't freeze on you, and hopes that it'll actually work well for you. It's very easy to make. It's very easy to set up. Very easy to use. We're gonna probably use this now for a couple more, probably, I don't know, maybe another 4 months, and then we're gonna have our hookup done for our well, and we'll have a hookup for our shower inside our tiny home. And we probably won't be using this as much, but I'd like to use this for other things around the homestead. Besides that, we'll get into that another time. But excuse me. It works phenomenal. I can't complain. Customer service was great. You know, when they said they were gonna call me back, how many times you guys heard, oh, we'll call you back, and then you don't hear from them for like a week or a couple of days? No, they got right back to us. You know, they said, you know, we heard you had a problem with your Insta-Hot Tank from us, and we're more than gonna honor our warranty on it, and we're gonna get you one out today. No sooner did they said that, I got my tracking number. It's being shipped. So you guys at Gasland, I'd just like to say thank you. Thank you for being understanding. Thank you for taking the time out to be there for us, to help us out, and to get us back on the road again with hot water. It is a big thing on a homestead that you have to have this stuff, because if you don't have hot water on a homestead, you're boiling it. And trust me, I really don't want to be boiling. I mean, I had to do it last night for sponge bath, although you guys don't want to hear about that, but we had to do that. And let me tell you, you really move up in the world when you get one of these. It pays off. It's worth the money. It's $129. I would say that we could list it for you guys, but we can't list it for you guys because Amazon has put a cap now that you have to have at least 500 followers to be an affiliate, so you guys can just click on the link and go right there. So you guys are just gonna have to look for it yourself. So when I get the new one, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna show you guys how we're gonna hook this up in there, so you guys get to see us hook it up at the pump house, so you kind of give you an idea of what you guys can do too. Our pump house is done very simple, very easy, very maintainable. Some things are going to change in there because we got some stuff coming up that we got to do. But as far as the plumbing is concerned, that is going to be the stuff that changes, because, you know, we have to put our pressurized tank in there for a pump to run our water into our tiny home. So you guys will get to see me put all that together. You're also going to get to see me install the shower for there, put the shower valve in. Now, I did do plumbing for quite a few years. I do have experience in that. So when I do this, it's all the stuff, you know, a lot of people, they install valves, they end up having problems because the valves are backwards, and I can show you how to rectify all that stuff. That stuff's pretty simple to me. I don't mind doing plumbing. Plumbing's kind of fun. You know, they say poop rolls downhill. Well, plumbers are at the bottom catching it, unfortunately. But for all you plumbers out there, I know what it's like, man. I'm with you on it. So this is done. I'm going to save this for parts, because you never know when you can use some parts from it. It's not usable. I could probably try sealing up that hole if I wanted to, but I'm not going to mess with that. I'll just keep this for parts. If something goes wrong with the other one that we're getting from them, I'll be able to use the parts from this on that to fix it. And that way I don't have to bother Gasland about, hey, I need this part or I need that part. I just take it off of this one. It's kind enough for them just to let us keep it after they saw it. But yeah, she'll show you a picture up here on that. So at that point, guys, that's our review on the Gasland Insta-Hot Tank for camping, mobile homes, and whatever else you decide you want to use it for. Just be smart, vent it right, vent it properly, so you don't hurt you or anybody else in your family by not venting it correctly. And hey, we're gonna get out of here. I got some work to do here. I just wanted to do a real quick situation with this Insta-Hot Tank for you and let you guys know, hey, we give it a thumbs up. Customer service is awesome. So if you guys are gonna buy something, go to them. I just recently found out this. They sell stoves, ovens, and stuff, and this is stuff that we've decided, now that we've got such a good customer service from them, that we're gonna buy our stovetop and our oven from them for our tiny home, and our hood that goes over top of our stove from them, because they were so good about the customer service points. I mean, you companies out there that don't have your customer service up to par, it really hurts your business. Customer service is very important to us, and we don't want to sit here and talk to a computer. If you want to really tick off somebody, it's when you got to sit on the phone for 20 minutes listening to a computer. So that's just a tidbit of information for all you companies out there. So hey, check it out. I'm Justin, this is the Swisher Homestead. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, that like button, and tell your friends about us. In order for us to start putting our affiliate stuff on there, yes, we might make a few cents off of it, but it's a quick way for you to get to what you want to get to on Amazon. And we got to hit 500 viewers. We hit that, we're going to throw a big party. The big party will be, woo woo, we hit 500 viewers. So at that point, guys, we'll see you later. God bless. And hey, I'm out of here.